Cowboys will become the 6th team in history to have 3 1,000-yard receivers, referring to his teammates Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb. This brought NFL reporter Ed Werder to question where Ezekiel Elliott's production may factor in. Zeke doesn't seem too concerned, replying with a tweet saying, "We all gonna eat. Don't try to start that messy," followed by the smiling emoji.
I thought that was,
I can't believe I'm explaining emojis on television. I think we know what he was insinuating there. Yeah. Shannon, will Zeke become the odd man out in Dallas?
Not if Mike McCarthy's smart, Skip. Zeke still. And Skip, that's why he was voted so high by his peers. They still believe the offense runs its best through Ezekiel Elliott. And even if he, Skip, I mean, this has been done before. I think the Cowboys, the Colts were the last team to have 3 guys, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison, Brandon Stokely, and Edgerrin still rushed for over 1,500. So it can be done. I think not the Colts, the Lions did it. Red Perriman, Herman Moore, someone else did it. It went over 1,000 also, and went for Barry went for 1,000 every year. So Skip, I wouldn't be surprised if they got through 1,000 3,000, 1,000-yard receivers, and Zeke ran for 1,400 yards because the offense can be that dynamic. But at the end of the day, Skip, I don't care nothing about them numbers. See, guys already talking about numbers. I want to know, can I go 1-0 in the Super Bowl? Can I do that? You can have all those stats. That don't mean nothing because 6 teams have done it. All of them had a winning record. I think 5 made the playoffs. One advanced to the championship game. 1 went to the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, Skip, it's about these guys, these numbers, man. Madden, I hate Madden. I hate Madden and I hate social media because that's Skip.
You do not hate social media.
I do.
You live on it.
I do, Skip, but I hate it because guys now, that's their value is tied to that. Because, man, you see my rating, I should have been at least 99. Dude, you had 14 catches. How should you have a 99 rating? You had 3 sacks. I should have been a 90. Stop. And so in inflation, and so now guys, okay, let's say this. They get 3 1,000-yard rushers. Zeke worked for 1,400 yards, and they don't win no playoff games. They don't go to the Super Bowl. Skip, what good is that? So now you're the 17 to say you're the 17? Man, stop. Come on, guys. I want to make the playoffs. I wasn't worried about no stats. All I said, Skip, at the top of my goal, let me stay healthy. Let's make the playoffs. Everything else is going. Everything in between that will take care of itself. If I got 1,000-yard double-digit touchdown, yada yada, everything was going to fall into place. Because at the end of the day, that's how you're going to be measured. We see guys have all these big numbers. Okay, what the playoffs look like? Man, but I had no. You ain't no you because you on a team. You want to have an individual success. You need to play golf or tennis. You need to be Federer. You need to be Tiger. But come on, guys, they be worried about the wrong thing. But I ain't worried about Zeke. Zeke gonna eat. Zeke go eat. You heard what he said. We all go eat. And if you're smart, you'll see a lot more of this and a little less of that.
Okay. So, I loved what Ezekiel Elliott said. I loved that he responded to Ed Werder and others saying, uh-oh, for Zeke. And I loved how he responded because it wasn't an I tweet, it was a we tweet.
We all go
It was a team tweet, right? And I love that about Zeke. This is all for one and one for all. And he said, we all going to capital EAT, which means it's a big old scoop for everybody, big old scoop. And so my first vision was, you know Downton Abbey? You know the tables they have, the long dining tables in the big dining rooms? You know that one? I don't know Downton Abbey, the series, but I did watch the movie because Ernestine wanted to see it. And they got those long ones where you know, the husband and wife sit like 5 miles from each other. But you got all kinds of people. That's how big the Cowboy table could be this year. There's plenty of room at that table for everybody. And if you look back in history, there have been 5 times that teams had 3,000-yard receivers. But in 2 of those years, the running back also had 1,000+ yards. You got 04 Peyton team in Indy with Edgerrin James. He went for 1,000, and obviously
he went for 1,500.
1,500, yeah. And you obviously you had Reggie Wayne,
Marvin Harrison and Brandon Stokely.
And Brandon Stokely, whom you played with at Baltimore,
yep.
right? Those are three pretty good options, I would say, right? Brandon Stokely out of the slot, he was really good. Okay, so that team did go 12-4. Now, it got Belichick in the playoffs. That was when Belichick was at his best.
Oh, he's at his best.
Well, that was when he was still Bill Belichick, defensive genius. And that was 20-3 in the second round of the play, in the divisional round, okay? So that was pretty impressive. You also have the 1995 Atlanta Falcons. I don't know if you remember that team.
I don't.
With Terrence Mathis.
Terrence Mathis, okay.
And who else was on that team? Let's see. Eric Metcalf and Emmanuel were on that team. Okay. So Ironhead Hayward, he got 1,000, and they all got 1,000. That was the 9-7 team that lost the wild card game at Lambeau. Okay, not bad. So can you win the Super Bowl with this formula? I'd say you still could. With the Dallas team this year, it's going to go as the defense goes, and it's beefed up. They've added a lot of, I think, quality veteran, sort of anchors to the defensive line.
Maybe it's a run and shoots team. I would say I was thinking Detroit. Yeah. But maybe the Houston teams with that run and shoot. Hayward Jeffries, Ernest Gibbons, Curdy Duncan. Maybe they did it once upon a time, Skip. The Cowboys came close last year. Ray McCobb had 872, and you had two guys that over 1,100. So
828.
828. So they were
172 short of having three.
Right. So
and Zeke went for 1,300.
So you were close.
Very close.
But what did it get you, Skip?
It got me home for the playoffs.
It got you 8-8.
Yep.
It got you 8-8.
It finally got me out from under Jason Garrett. I'll take that.
So but you see, Dak Prescott is not happy that y'all got rid of Jason Garrett.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I get it.
I lost an ounce of respect for Dak on that one, too. What are you thinking? So the point is, I do think they have high potential to have 3,000-yarders, and I do think Zeke is going to be given the chances to eat.
Right.
He was given the chances to eat last year, and he couldn't eat.
But you have to understand, Skip, Mike McCarthy has only had Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. If you look at the running backs, Ahman Green, Eddie Lacy, I forget the other guy, but that's not Zeke. And are you saying that if you're going to tell me that Dak Prescott is Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, okay, throw away. Okay. But you look what he got in the backfield, Skip. That's a 2-time rushing champ. And probably would have been a 3-time rushing champ had he not missed those 6 games his second year.
But I'm going to reiterate my least favorite stat for the Dallas Cowboy offense last year. Ezekiel Elliott had the second most first down carries in the National Football League, and his average yards per carry on first down ranked 19th. Do the math. Second and 11, second and 10, second and 9, second and 11. You're going nowhere slowly because you can't get a yard on first down.
But don't you think Mike McCarthy will have a little more creativity on first down runs than what they displayed last year? Skip, you just can't turn around, put the guy in the I formation, and just turn around and hand him the ball.
Yep.
I mean, what about some creativity? I mean, look at the 49ers. I mean, you think Deebo Samuel, the next thing you know, Mostert has the ball, or Tevin Coleman.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
Yep. So, it was a pleasure to watch it because it was highly creative. I agree. With Zeke, they lean on him so heavily. They're so in awe of what he did in his first 3 years. It's just like, just hand him the ball.
Right.
Just let him.
He'll lean forward. Yeah. But Skip, it tells me the defense says we need to gear up to stop Zeke. We don't mind the ball being in Dak Prescott's hand because we don't believe he can beat us. We know what 2-1 eating. We know he can beat us.
So timeout. If defensive coordinators are saying Dak can't beat us, then how in the world could he ask for Patrick Mahomes' money? And why wouldn't you go along with Jerry Jones saying no?
I mean, hold on, that's what the players say. But Dak says, hold on, everybody else getting that money. Pay me, Jerry.
Oh, you just pay me because everybody's getting it?
You paid everybody else?
Yeah.
Hold on, Skip, baby. So
that's like you going to your grandmother and say, everybody's doing it. She says, you going to jump off a cliff too? If everybody's doing it, you going to jump?
I promise you, when my sisters and them would go, my sister was going out and my grandma gave us some money, me and my brother might not be going out, but we got our hand out. When you just gave Libby money, you better put 50 cents in my hand or I will have to go in your purse when you go to work.
So Jerry offered Dak 50 cents.
That's exactly what he offered him, Skip Bayless. When he know he worth $250
million.